screenshots of the belts. If you go to swfzone.proboards.com, you'll see the women's title is outdated. Last night on Showdown 14, we announced the television championship will now be renamed the YouTube championship. I was going to show that belt right after the show, never did get to it, so we're doing that here. We also introduced that we will be having an international champion crowned at King of the Squared Circle. I'm undecided on exactly which belt I'm going to be using. I'm going to be showing them here. So I'll be doing a poll on the Pro Boards, swfzone.proboards.com. I'll be posting this link, and I'll just have you guys vote. I'm honestly wanting to see what the SWF locker room, if you will, feels about said title belt options. But first, I need to get a screenshot of the women's championship, because like I said, the one we have is outdated, so I need to have that up here real quick. Oh shit. Uh-oh, let me do that again. Oh, man. There we go. Gonna do this as such. This way we know what we're working with here. Like I said, I just need to let it sit for a few seconds. I can do a little crop to get that belt out and put it up on the website. So that'd be cool. And then if anybody's with me as I do this, if you have an opinion on any of the international titles as I show them, by all means leave your comments in the chat. I'm very curious because I can't do this alone. Every call company is as good as its handlers. Those of you who show up, whether your company's got a Pro Boards, a Discord, or whatever you've got, or if you just use your chat room, if you guys aren't here, I'm not here, so your opinion means something to me. So all opinions matter. But in any case, this is the women's championship title, as everybody's pretty much figured that out by now. Alright, now we're gonna go show what will be the YouTube championship. What's going on, Shy Sox? How you doing, my brother? YouTube title. Whoa, there we go. I do want to point out on this, you see the YouTube, we'll call it the press play button that they use. It's also on the side plates with the globe. Bottom of the belt, SWF, obviously for Supreme Wrestling Federation. At the top, you see the LGN, which clearly means the Legendary Gaming Network, because it is the YouTube Championship in the SWF, only in the LGN. Hey, look, Feck's up and moving about after being attacked last night by the fourth member of four. Guys don't want to miss King of the Squared Circle. Feck will be in a huge 8-man tag match that night as he teams up with Apollo Adonis, Rick Sharp, and Alex Dar to take on 4 members of 4. We have no idea who these guys are yet. Word is they must unmask that night, or they'll be facing lawsuits for assault and battery, breaking and entering, you name it, a big slew of things for everything they've done over the last few weeks. But anyway, back to this title. You've got the stars, you've got the banner, you see the eagle holding the YouTube banner there, makes it look real nice. So, YouTube title. Now, here's where I want everybody's opinion. This will be number 1, if you will. This will be title number 1. And like I said, I'm going to go over all these on the boards. And I'll be putting the poll up as soon as I go off the air. And as soon as I go up there, I'll be able to drop this link. So that's the plan. I'll send out the notification and everything so people come here and check out this video. And come back and then vote what they honestly think. This one, it's round. And I do want to make this mention because I failed, I think, to make this mention last night. The International Championship title was named that because it's to pay homage to International Championship Wrestling. We've had a few different call companies on this channel. Global Wrestling, UCW, ICW, to name a few. But clearly ICW was the jewel. So we're hoping SWF can go above and beyond what ICW was, but to pay homage to it, International Championship Wrestling we've introduced the International Championship. So this, like I said, is number 1. Interesting. I do like the side plates on this one. They're very, very different. The center plating, I personally am not the biggest fan of it, but I like it at the same time. And if you look behind the gold, you can see more flags. So again, interesting choice. But make sure you look for the poll that I'm going to put up. This is option number 2 that I want everybody to look at. So this would be our second option for the International Championship. The only thing I don't like about this one is it doesn't say International, doesn't say Champion, doesn't say anything on it at all. It's just globes and flags and white strap. But yeah, like I said, these will be our options. Like I said, and of course look for the poll for it to go up when I drop it on the boards. With, like I said, again, it's going to be right after this goes off the air, so I can grab the actual link, drop it, send it out in a mass email to everybody. Hopefully you guys have your mass emails open so you can look at this. But this is the third option. Or sorry, excuse me, the second option. This here will be your third option. This pays homage to old school wrestling right here. Mid-South, not Mid-South, excuse me, it was the Louisiana State title originally. Where the globes are, it used to be the state of Louisiana. And the belt went under a couple different name changes, but this was the old school style. But here it is. Anybody's familiar with me, especially here on this channel, I'm straight up old school. I'm kind of biased to this title just because of that. Plus it's smaller. It doesn't I don't want to say it. It doesn't take away from the value of the world's title. It lets you know by looking at, yeah, this is definitely the second title. It's not the main prize, but at the same time, this belt is, in my opinion, gorgeous. So, but like I said, opinions are going to be needed with this one. And then we're going to go to the last option right here. Now this, I am going to have to edit. Now, what I want to let everybody know, you see the flags on the side plate, the ones that are in color, and then you have the other ones that are in gold. This was just playing around with stuff. I want gold, I'm sorry, the colored flags. They look better, they look cleaner. So I gotta mess with the side plating a little bit, but you get the idea of the center plate. It's International Champion. I will be putting SWF across the globe. This belt's not 100% done, but I figured I'd put this out here for everybody to look at. This, to me, if you look at it, it's the winged eagle plate, obviously. While I love this belt, I personally think it looks too valuable to be the second tier title compared to a world title. If that makes any sense to anybody at all, I don't know. But I like it at the same time. So, and I'm going to see if I can come up with a couple other options potentially. But I am going to get a pre-poll going on because we have until the 23rd to put this belt together, which will be awarded that night. Like I said, Bobby Idol going to be taking on Jacob Rage one-on-one that night for this belt. But again, all opinions will matter. But I wanted to be able to get the screenshot of the YouTube title and the women's title so I can update the Pro Boards, swfzone.proboards.com, and check that out. And I do want to make this mention. Yesterday, our best show ever. Over 100 views that night. I think it's got to 112. It's our best showing yet in one night. So everybody who showed up, appreciate it. I love it. To the talent, they're showing up for you. Hey, look, my phone's going off. They are showing up for you guys, not me. You guys. They want to see your characters in the ring. They want to see you talk that smack in the chat room. And remember, it is all in character. Stay in character unless you're talking to somebody about something, you know. You guys know what I'm talking about. I ain't got to explain it. Everybody's good. We have a great core of guys, and we're just getting started. This company's still a baby. We're still getting our feet wet. We haven't, hell, we didn't even really get started. We just only had our second pay-per-view, if you will, headed towards the third one. Most call companies really don't get going until they're about 6 months in. So we're way above where I'd want to be right now. Roster's growing. I do have some fillers I'm going to eliminate come this upcoming pay-per-view because I want to focus on the people who are here that are legitimate. Coming to live shows is not a must. You guys know that. But I'd like to know you're here. Leaving comments after events, talking on the boards. Some of you are way more involved than others. Some of you are involved plenty good for all I care. Some not as much, but I know you're around. But you create your own push. The more involved you are, the more involved I want to be with you, if that makes any sense. The way I can compare that to real wrestling is if companies listen to their fans, listen to them. This is who they're behind. This is who they want to cheer for. This is who they want to support. Push that wrestler. Push that wrestler. Now, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, so sometimes that might derail somebody's potential push. I get that. But at the same time, why not? But here, with call wrestling, you create your push. By being around, by being active, by talking on the boards, by showing up at the live shows, being involved. People recognize your name and see your name. They know who you are and like, oh, that's this guy. And they either learn to love your character or they learn to hate your character. And as long as they love you or hate you, you're doing your job. If they're just kind of, you got to pick it up one way or the other. But in any case, that was all the belts. I'll be putting the poll up here in just a little bit. Be sure to vote. Like I said, this is number 4. So I'm not going to open them all up, but I will go back through this. I'm going in reverse order here. The round belt, number 1. The white belt is 2. The old school belt is 3. And the winged eagle belt would be 4, is what that would be. And then, of course, you guys know the women's title, the world title, the tag title, and the YouTube championship, replacing the television title. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all once again. Later.